reasons, but whatever. So this guy, he seemed like such a cool guy. He was kind of like the life of the party in some ways. When I first met him, I remember just chit-chatting with him, and straight away I realized he was a little bit like bitter because his wife earned more money than him, and even though he tried to play it off like he's this cool modern guy who's okay with it, first of all, he brought it up way too early after I met him for it to even be an issue, and secondly, for it to not be an issue, and secondly, the way he would look when he would discuss it was kind of crazy. So he was the nerdy scientist guy who married like an accountant, I think, or something that she did like that. Maybe not something serious like sales or something. He married someone who was in a profession that he felt was beneath his, and he never said it, but it was obvious. I think something that people don't realize sometimes about people who are in the science field, is that they really think, some of them really think science is like a religion, or science is for the smartest and the brightest people in the world. There's a myth around science that I just think is not true. Yes, I think that you have to be smart to excel and understand science, because most of us are not exposed to science in any other way except at school. So I think if you grew up in a science immersed environment, it's easy. Like, for example, presenting a scientific argument becomes easy. Understanding scientific deduction and reasoning and logic becomes easy. If you already have the basic principles of science, it's easy for you to nitty-gritty certain things, because science has some basic theories that kind of build it, especially like for biology, there's some theories, cell biology, cell theory, and all these theories. Chemistry, same thing, the atomic theory, physics, same thing, laws of physics, mechanical physics, and then you get into like more tough things. But basically, you need to kind of be conversant in those basics, and they'll teach you those basics in science. You must learn them over and over and over again, and then you kind of learn the expounded versions of the basic theory, right? And I think that some people, because they can adapt to the scientific world so well, and science, something that really, as a profession or as a potential professional, starts differentiating early, people think, oh my god, I'm this fancy scientist, I'm smart, I'm the next Einstein, or I am Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. Is it the Big Bang? I hope, yeah. But they're not, you know what, like, it's not that big a deal. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a job. And there's so many fields in the world that people have to be excellent and smart at. To be in some of these workplaces, you have to be very comfortable with social sciences, easily translate social sciences into day-to-day scenarios, and navigate the minefield that is just human relations. Business requires certain grit and tenacity as well, and all these other fields, like, they require to be smart. It's different. It's just different, but it's not one is better than the other, and I think he felt that way. But the thing about the science field that I can tell you is that it doesn't always reward as well as you think. It rewards well in terms of base pay, but in terms of perks and add-ons, that's business, baby. That's business. If you want to make money, you better go into the business field. If you want to make money, you better go into consultation and all this stuff. And something about scientific communities require you to consistently learn. So in my state here, most people who are in the science field, they have a base salary almost, and I can tell you that in my job right now as a salesperson, I can tell you that I make pretty close to what the base pay for a scientist is. So, an entry-level scientist, but there's not much room for mobility in the science field. I don't know if you've heard people say, like, if you want to work in industry, not be in academia, you have a cap of how much you can earn. People who are in academia, research and stuff like that earn a lot more. However, they work crazy hours. Any job for the same 5 years, and he had been stuck working third shift, and also because that's the shift I used to work, and also doing the same role, which technically wasn't even like a deep role. Like it wasn't even like fully utilizing his chemistry, his studies. Yet there were some people who studied physics who were like advancing in the career space. Things are just different sometimes. So anyway, he would always kind of be bitter about the fact that he was not advancing in his career. One, two, that he was not earning money, and that his wife was. It was something that was always brought up. Anyway, so but he was a pretty cool dude. He came into work whenever he wanted. He left work whenever he wanted because he was not left work. He came into work a couple of hours later than everybody, and he left work a couple hours later than everybody. It was a time that worked for him. He didn't talk to anybody about it. He didn't negotiate it, but he was good at his job, so it was what it was. He was also felt like he was the gossip corner of the office, so if anyone said anything to him, he would repeat it, and he would know your tea before anybody. Like it was a lot. If you did something for the weekend, he knew. But ultimately, he was a cool guy. He ended up leaving the place because we used to go and take naps in the car during lunch because we would be tired. I used to work 2 jobs at the time, so during lunch we would go. I would always bring because he had a certain test that he had to do, a scientific